Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, How to Adapt Your ABM Strategy to Continually Evolving Market Realities. Today, we're excited to talk about ABM and focus on the innovation that we've experienced within our industry and within our company this last year. I'm very excited to be with you all here today. I know this is a little bit different than last year. It's our first virtual SpiceWorld, but it's going to be no less exciting than it was before. And we're going to continue that excitement, that innovation in today's session. My name is Liz Ronco. I'm the Executive Director of Product Management here at SpiceWorld Ziff Davis, where we're the most trusted global marketplace where we connect technology buyers and sellers. And it's my mission here to understand how we can use our unique market position to bring the best-in-class data-driven products to all of you. Today, we're going to focus on several areas, starting with the rapid change we've all experienced due to the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on B2B technology buying. Then we'll explore ABM and its staying power as a true strategic discipline and how data is the key to unlocking the success of that strategy. Followed by a demo of a brand new product that's coming to market from the SpiceWorld Ziff Davis team. And finally, we'll round out with a live Q&A session following the presentation. So if you have any questions that come up during our time today, you'll have a chance to ask them at the end of our session. Let's dive in. First, before I talk about the trends of B2B technology buying, I want to say thank you to the millions of IT professionals who not only use our products to bring value and efficiency to their daily lives, but also help us understand what's happening out in the field when it comes to supporting and managing technology. We're able to offer such incredible insights and intelligence to all of you because of these dedicated men and women. Like everyone else, we in the technology industry have seen dramatic disruption in our work and our daily lives due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So many companies have asked their employees to work from home in order to practice better social distancing and keep those same employees safe and healthy. And because of that, those companies and employees have new and heightened needs on reliable technology. And what we're seeing is that COVID-19 has ushered in a new normal, and it's here to stay. And that means that so many of the trends that we were seeing already within the technology industry have accelerated. And we're starting to see that as a marketer and as a user, it's so important for you not only to understand those trends, but to know how to respond to them, know how to message them, so you can effectively communicate and acquire and retain loyal customers. So let's take a look at some of those trends and what they look like today. Before COVID-19, the world worked differently. In 2018, only 13% of employees did a majority of their work from a remote location, and almost 70% of companies use desktops as their primary employee device. Leading up to 2020, we were already seeing trends towards technology that would support remote work more and more. 27% of businesses were running workloads in the cloud. More businesses were harnessing desktop virtualization. And video conferencing tools were starting to see a major boost, with 70% of businesses adding them to their tech stack. But there was still a lag in regular use. I don't think I'll be surprising anyone today to say that that lag no longer exists, as video conferencing is one of the main ways we stay connected to our coworkers and even our friends and family now. What might be surprising, though, is how much spending has kicked up. Even within what most consider a major crisis, IT spending is going up more than even was previously expected. 61% of businesses are going to spend more on technology this year than they originally planned for in 2020 because of these new, or rather shifting, demands of remote work. Yes, companies certainly had to invest quickly in March and April to enable that remote work, but there are still a lot of long-term needs that businesses will continue to invest in going forward. Long-term needs that are going to be fulfilled because both businesses and their employees are leaning towards and leaning into our new normal. Companies will likely offer more flexible work from home policies in the future. In fact, already half are planning on doing that and have it recorded in the books. And companies who haven't fully bought in yet to this new remote work environment will likely be getting pressure from their employees, as we're seeing that 80% of our IT pros want to have the ability, at least part-time, to work from home more often. And to support this long-term need, 55% of companies still need to make tech investments to support their employees and to support their infrastructure. That's great. That means there's a demand for technology out there. But you still need to know where to look, and you still need to understand what's driving that need for investment and where professionals are spending their time. At the top of the chart is the cost control and expense management. Not shocking, that's always a number one. But it's becoming even more critical as we go into these harder times where businesses are ensuring that they're investing in things that will really matter and they're getting the biggest bang for their buck. 45% of IT pros are spending more time in this area than they previously were. Next on their list of important items, operations and systems performance. And they're also looking into redesigning not just their business processes, but their business strategies around how they acquire and deploy technology. And finally, a need that's always present because it's IT, and especially as we have people who are no longer working in the same building, is security management. 33% of IT professionals are upping their time in this area going forward. As a marketer, it's a no-brainer. You must know your audience. You must know who you're marketing to. So now that we have all these trends and insights on what's been going on as a result of this worldwide pandemic and the adjustments that buyers are making, what do we do with all this information? How should you use them to effectively influence your marketing strategy and help your sales team win? Well, Paula Hansen, SAP's Chief Revenue Officer, has a clear vision on how to adjust with the success in this new environment. She says, and I quote, "All marketing efforts must now be reframed through the lens of COVID-19 and its broader business impact. Many products can still play a role in this new reality. Technology should then serve as the backbone to deliver these ideas quickly." Now, when she speaks about technology in this quote, she's not talking about the wider technology we focused on in our last session that helps businesses influence and prop up their operations and their infrastructure. She's referring to the specific technology that marketers must put into their core strategy. Because just like IT professionals, marketers must be on the cutting edge of technology in terms of adjusting to this new reality and really quickly moving that message back to the buyer. This is where ABM comes in. To be clear, ABM is not a technology, it's not a tactic, it's not a one-off campaign, it's a strategic discipline. And it's something that helps you do more with less. So you can prioritize and reach out to the accounts that matter the most and use your resources to help better align sales and marketing to achieve the same goals, driving towards the same endpoint. This results in better deal conversions for your company and bigger wins for your teams overall. ABM should be in every marketer's tool belt to rely upon. Just like any strategy, it should be able to adapt to the realities of the market. And you need to reimagine the approach based on what we've understand and are learning today. Look at your strategy, reinform it with better data, redeploy it with better technology. Because ABM is your strategic discipline, it's here to stay. Let's take a look at why. Our industry has long embraced ABM as evergreen strategy, supported by key pillars that provide a framework to build upon. Serious Decisions recommends a 5-step ABM process framework for a successful ABM strategy. First, preparation. Sell your idea, educate your team, and build alignment within the group. Prioritization. Determine the right accounts, leverage data to look for opportunities, and select those accounts based on their likelihood to purchase. Planning. Set the right goals to support your preparation and your prioritization with the right messaging and channel delivery for your products. Execution. Start off with a pilot campaign, grow it into a full program, and optimize that program as you learn. And finally, measurement. Evaluate and share your success, benchmark for the future, and discuss next steps with action. All of these steps are underpinned by the foundational elements of insights, communication, technology, and people. Each step must have an informed, data-driven decision, communicated, powered by technology, and enables you and your team to adapt and optimize as you progress through your programs and your strategy. An effective ABM strategy reveals unparalleled benefits. ABM can enable businesses to focus limited resources on companies who are actually in market and ready to buy. ABM can help sales and marketing align more effectively and efficiently, which in turn results in building sales pipeline and gives you better visibility into the buying collective. ABM is a core strategy. It has been and it will be going forward for our B2B businesses and their marketing departments. However, a lot of people, even to this day, are still on the fence about ABM because of the challenges and obstacles they've experienced. Maybe they're not sure where to begin. ABM is a big world. Which technology do they use? Maybe customer accounts aren't as clear to them of where they should start. Others jump in way too quickly with overinvestment, while so many others are knocked off course due to marketing and sales misalignment. Whatever the obstacle in front of you is, I want you to remember one thing. ABM is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a strategy, not a tactic. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out to the experts. If you're diving in too quickly, dial it back. Remember, start off with that pilot program, grow it, optimize it, learn about it, and make sure your sales and marketing, leadership, and boots on the ground are aligned to achieve the same success. Because it's an important strategy. The customer journey in the B2B world is not linear and it's complex. It's got a lot of decision makers. And so what's just as important as your marketing strategy is understanding who you're marketing to. So let's take a look at our B2B Tech Buyer, and let's take a look at how you know when they're ready to purchase. Based on research conducted by SpiceWorld Ziff Davis, the number of decision makers involved in a purchase varies depending upon the technology being evaluated. We call this group of decision makers the buying collective. And despite the different stakeholders involved in the variables in IT purchase decision, there's a constant, IT. The technology title, from the smallest to the largest businesses, from healthcare to manufacturing, network security to end user devices, IT title is consistently relied upon to define the problem, research the solutions, recommend vendors, and implement those solutions. This responsibility to conduct early and mid-stage investigations for an organization's buying journey makes their digital activity in IT title in a decision maker one of the earliest indicators that their organization is a market. So while you want to reach all the decision makers in the buying collective, you need to focus on the IT decision maker early and often. That IT title holds the keys to the kingdom, so to speak. They're the ones who research everything. They're the ones who look at what others are using. They're the ones who are actively looking at what is going to be the best for their business so that they ensure that their business is going to be propped up and get the best bang for their buck. And SpiceWorld Ziff Davis is uniquely positioned to help us reach those decision makers. We have a direct pulse on the tightrope that IT professionals walk every single day, ensuring they are managing their business most effectively during this time of sudden change and ongoing uncertainty. Ongoing uncertainty that's going to last till tomorrow, next week, next month. We don't know, and they don't know. And our data solutions are powered by the tools that help them navigate through this new world and help them understand what's best for their business. Our data solutions are powered by these tools that enable us to not only predict, but observe and confirm buying intent. And this is where we at SpiceWorld Ziff Davis leave everyone behind. Along with our partnership with Aberdeen, the diversity and quality of our data is simply unmatched. We capture what's considered industry standard data points, including editorial and advertising content. That's good. That's what everyone does. Even most industry-leading data providers do this, but most, if not all of them, have no visibility beyond that. We're able to layer it further down thanks to our own network property of Toolbox and our partnership with Aberdeen. We capture signals not only just from IT users, but decision makers across the buying collective, and through a variety of diverse and unique sources while they're in their work mindset, not in their social mindset, in their work mindset. They're here to make a decision. Our audience consumes strategic subject matter on how to guide through a process of implementing technology, learning modules, product reviews, technical troubleshooting. We can see all these behaviors that feed directly into the intent signal, and it makes it better. And then we add SpiceWorks to the mix, where we get the best data signal possible. We're able to see behind the firewall of our users that we're supporting every single day. And our competition, frankly, even beyond our competition, no one else has visibility into this. SpiceWorks is a personal user-generated content platform. It's a whole ecosystem of tools and applications that's supported by a community that trusts us and trusts each other to discuss real-time IT issues. And we get to know things like what they're researching, what they're installing, what's working, what's not working. No one else captures this unique type of data, and no one else can convert that into an intent buying signal. So when you use our data, your marketing teams and your sales teams get more nuanced, continuous data signals right from the boardroom to the server room across the entire buying collective. And what's more, we use artificial intelligence, or AI, to inform our intent models to filter out the noise and separate the real intent from just the curious interest. And this is why the best-in-class data powers our ABM platform. So we have quality data, but what about scale? We can see product reviews and discussions and installs, but on how many businesses, on how many users? Well, to give you a sense of the depth and the breadth of our combined data, just take a look at the numbers on this slide. 24 million contacts that SpiceWorks Ziff Davis brings to the table in the IT space and across the buying collective. 14 million accounts provide you visibility not only into your customer database, but allow you to see beyond your database to opportunities you can capture that are outside your realm of visibility. And all of this visibility into the actions and purchase behaviors comes from over 10,000 B2B tech properties, including our own network of SpiceWorks and Toolbox. They give us powerful first-party predictive intent. And that translates into 11 billion, yes, I said 11 billion monthly intent signals that cover the full spectrum of purchase intent that you can get a complete picture of your account's buying journey from start to finish. It's the most comprehensive data set there is, with scale, quality, diversity. And did I mention performance? Yes, we've had a lot of proven success. Running ABM campaigns through SpiceWorks Ziff Davis data comes with a better campaign performance outcome, and here's why. Our standard ABM campaigns consistently show an average click-through rate that's higher than the industry average reported by Terminus, 1.4 times higher to be exact. But click-through rates alone don't determine the success of an ABM campaign. What you really want to achieve is engagements and conversions that can ultimately help drive your sales pipeline and build success for your team. Our audience with high intent is 2 to 6 times more likely, depending on the technology segment, to visit a vendor website. That's huge. Twice to almost 6 times more likely to come to your vendor website. Aberdeen also has major successes in the areas of proven ROI and cost reduction, which is why we chose to partner with them. You can see here on the screen the successes they brought to Commvault and Dell, respectively. These are actual results that we've seen on the ground and can apply them to your same campaigns to give you warmer accounts and better leads for your sales teams. The best-in-class B2B intent data helps you remain competitive by 3 things: increasing your sphere of influence, increasing your certainty of conversion, and helping you activate an intelligent ABM strategy to target and engage with your in-market prospects. Because data is your secret weapon to build a robust ABM program that combines your client database with the best-in-class B2B intent data, resulting in intelligence that augments your strategy, expands your potential opportunity, and captures and enables your ability to measure your success. So to stay ahead of today's competitive market and the ever-increasing complexity of the B2B buyer journey, make sure that you're able to access the best-in-class intent data so you have visibility into who's in market versus who's just interested. Make sure you can understand the buyer's collective, where they are in the journey, and understand which organizations are ready to make a decision. Next-gen ABM is here, and it's here to offer you the ability to leverage the advanced data science capabilities of SpiceWorks Ziff Davis to understand the direct connection between all these diverse data points so that you can have context around the insights and intent signals that you're receiving, feeding to your sales organization, and closing those deals. It's improving the certainty of intent data, and it's ensuring that you have better engagement and conversions throughout your programs. So how do you get there? Well, ask the right questions about your data, the right questions about your process, about the technology that's powering your ABM programs and your ABM strategy. That's what we did. That's what marketers who we've been working with for over a decade challenged us to do. And our answer was taking everything that we know about technology buyers and combining it with the data that we observed and confirm when we have purchase intent signals, and we inject it into our next generation B2B marketing platform. Intelligent ABM by SpiceWorks Ziff Davis. This is where we combine your database with our intelligence to focus, activate, convert, and measure your ABM strategy. Let's take a look at this tool in action.
Here's a brief demo of the AI-powered platform, Intelligent ABM. Every ABM strategy starts with marketing and sales prioritizing accounts to target. Intelligent ABM assists with creating target account lists by providing access to best-in-class intent data and more visibility into the context of purchase research. When selecting accounts to target, you can import counts already on your radar, add our intent data to those accounts, and expand that universe. If you do not know where to start, just build a target account list from accounts in our data set. Select the intent segments based on the technology your company sells and set a threshold for intent strength. Select additional filters to hyper-focus on the most relevant businesses. Once your target account list is created, it will be stack ranked relative to all other accounts in the list. Accounts with higher scores are closer to making their technology decision, while those with lower scores may still be in the early stage of their purchase journey. Learn more about what is driving the in-market signals by clicking into each account. In this account level view, you will see a variety of data points that all relate to the action this account has taken during the tech purchase journey. The account's intent score predicts its in-market strength, and those with higher scores are closer to making their technology decision. Intent trending enables you to see how the strength has grown, declined, or remained steady over time. This is critical, especially if you see a new spike or if that signal has been high over the last few weeks. Key vendor interest is an awesome window into who your accounts are shortlisting. If you're at the top of the list, great. If you're not, different tactics to build brand awareness might be crucial to your strategy. The key signal scoring gives you a rare view into what accounts are actually doing today in their purchase journey. Like just reading some content or actively comparing solutions or talking to vendors. A critical component to converting an account is understanding what is driving them to buy. This is where key drivers exhibited come in. While this account is focused on new tech and innovation, there will be others that show technical issues, performance outages, and usability frustration as strong drivers. Each warrants a different kind of conversation. Our key focus area gives you just a little more granularity on what the other topic areas of interest and action within a segment. You'll see this account, antivirus and server, are largely related to an overall security purchase journey. Research shows that many businesses are usually evaluating multiple technologies simultaneously. So we've given you the ability to navigate to other intent areas that appear on our radar. And when your list is final, you're ready to start engaging with the buying collective. We make it easy to run a campaign using SpiceWorks Ziff Davis's first-party audience. Select which channels you'd like to execute your ABM campaign through, and choose the targeting and budget that fits your needs. Once submitted, your account team will work directly with you on pricing and available inventory to start your campaign. As your campaign runs, you'll be able to access delivered leads via the Leads tab in the application. All leads can be exported and include the lead form fill results along with the intent segment and score for the account. The intent score also links back to the account details page for further context into the account's research behavior. You can see performance results across all channels of your ABM campaign by the ABM campaigns area. The overview report provides you a quick snapshot of how your campaign is tracking with regards to your delivery goals. The latest activity report enables you to drill down into impressions, clicks, and site visits driven by display activation. The account report shows the count of leads, impressions, and site visits per accounts reached. The leads report breaks down your leads into segments per answers to the lead questions. It will also show you how many leads per accounts we've converted. And finally, the Content and Creative Report will enable you to see performance by display and lead content to optimize that content in future campaigns. The iABM application is seamlessly integrated to Salesforce, Marketo, and HubSpot to enable your intent and account data to be synced up and improve marketing workflows for ABM. Intelligent ABM can help you target the right people in the right business at the right time.
Well, that was quite a demo. An iABM, or Intelligent ABM as we call it, comes with several integrations to make your marketing workflows more seamless and data-driven. So in addition to all the technology and functionality you saw, these are the integrations that will help your sales teams connect with your data and ensure that you can optimize your marketing campaigns, moving them forward and ensuring effective outbound calling and deal conversions. So let's wrap it up. There's 3 key things I want you to remember. We're living, working, and marketing in a new normal. And your message is just, if not as important as the tactic that you're using. But the overall strategy is ABM. The success of that strategy is data, and B2B data you can trust is coming from the only provider in the market who truly understands the technology buyer, and that's SpiceWorld Ziff Davis. Thank you all so much for spending time with me today and looking into ABM, how the world is changing today, how ABM can help us stay focused and moving forward to tomorrow, and looking at our brand new iABM, or Intelligent ABM platform that's going to be launching later this year. Make sure you connect with us at SpiceWorksZiffDavis.com, SWZD.com. And now we're going to jump into a live Q&A sessions to answer all your questions. Thank you very much.